on YouTube? CJ here with the Trading Collective, an education-based community of traders. Coming at you today with another video, continuing actually the price projection, price target, kind of short little series we got going on. So this is the NVIDIA chart we had up last time. Showed you the unicorn horn kind of idea and doing a big channel up price projection using a regression trend. Now we're going to be zooming in a bit and we're going to be looking at kind of intraday, short time frame targets that way. Utilizing patterns, actually one of my favorite patterns. Before we get into it though, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm and hitting subscribe if you're not already subscribed. All right, without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I was kind of scouting this and looking for an area I really liked. We're going to turn extended on, 3-minute chart, and we're going to go back just a few days here, right here. So really like this area because this was the middle line for a regression trend, or our unicorn horn. And we're knowing that that is going to be a resistance point. And I think this is a really good example of having overall trend resistances. Right now NVIDIA's up. Right now we're seeing some price action struggle between this support and resistance right here. But anyways, yet I digress. So here at the beginning of the day, we sort of saw what looks to be a wedge of sorts. Some might even say that it would be a bull flag or bull pennant. I'm just looking at a wedge here, and I'm going to show you kind of what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at a pattern like this. So I'm grabbing those wicks just like we're supposed to be doing, and we're going to clean this up a little bit. So we're seeing a wedge right here, and we're going to make some price targets based upon this. So if you wanted to call this a bull flag, you would grab a vertical line, the size of the bull flag, and this would be your most aggressive target. You would put that right on the end of the wedge where it's the top and the bottom are intersecting. And that would be a price target level, and then we would grab kind of the beginning or where it immediately went from the bottom to the top to define the wedge, so just the wedge itself, and then one of the most recent tests, top to bottom wedge, that would be right here. So this would be T1, T2, and T3. We're going to shoot these out a little bit, and we're going to make them different colors so that you're not getting confused here. So we'll change this middle trend line to blue, and then we'll make some more little lines here. I want these to be purple though. Please be the same purple, that'd be nice, thank you. So that's gonna be our T1, T1 at that price level right here. You can even make a horizontal line. So you're ideally looking to buy at the bottom of this wedge as it gets closer and closer. And this is kind of just stacking on some things that we've already talked about in some videos here prior to in the channel. This would be our T2, and I'm going to show you why this is really important, this T2 in particular, and then we're going to make this our T3. This is our most aggressive target. Now if you look back at our scaling video, which will be linked in the top left right now, then you'll see what percentage you should be selling at, or could be, or recommended to be selling at target 1, target 2, and target 3. So again, you're looking to enter your trade here. T1 gonna be right at 193.86. So once we're seeing that wedge being broken to the upside, this is a nice bullish pattern here, and we're in a good uptrend as well. Now, T2 is really important because right at T2, we also have the middle line for our uptrend or our regression trend or channel up, whatever it is that you want to call it. This is we know is a resistance point. So we're not going to let this T2 necessarily come to fruition. We know that T3 probably isn't going to be happening because that would be an absolutely ridiculous move intraday, looking from the bottom to the top, 6%. Now, NVIDIA's done that before, but we've got a lot of things to kind of get over here because this middle of the regression is, that's a big resistance point. So T1, T2, T3, that's kind of how you do price targets with patterns. This is a wedge specifically. And you're kind of looking for these things, looking for your entry being within this point here. And I really don't even advise trying to enter early as the wedge is still being defined. Let that wedge get tighter, and then you can grab your T1, which remember T1 was one of the final moves. So about a little over halfway of the wedge, you can grab your T1, and then T2 is the top to bottom of that wedge. And then if it's a bull flag or something of that nature, you can grab the entire pole of that flag, the top of that wedge, all the way to the bottom of that move, and that can be your T3. So that's price targets. If you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.